Lalibela, the living faith carved in stone. What if I told you that there is a place on earth where churches were not built, but carved downward into solid rock? Welcome to Lalibela, a sacred town in the highlands of Ethiopia, a place where faith, history, and mystery meet. This is not just architecture. This is devotion carved in stone. Today we explore the spiritual wonder of Lalibela, often called the New Jerusalem. In the 12th and 13th centuries, a king named Gebre Mesqel Lalibela had a vision. According to tradition, he traveled to Jerusalem. But when Muslim conquests made pilgrimage to the Holy Land difficult, he decided to create a new sacred city in Ethiopia. His dream? To build a new Jerusalem in Africa. But these would not be ordinary churches. They would be carved from single blocks of volcanic rock, from the top down, not constructed, excavated. The result? 11 monolithic churches, connected by tunnels and trenches, forming one of the most extraordinary religious sites on earth. The churches of Lalibela are divided into two main groups. Each church has symbolic meaning, representing biblical locations. Among them stands the most famous, Bete Giyorgis, Church of St. George. Bete Giyorgis is shaped like a perfect cross. Carved entirely from a single rock, it descends nearly 40 feet into the ground. Legend says angels helped build it at night. Even today, priests in white robes chant ancient hymns inside its sacred walls. Lalibela is not a museum. It is a living, breathing place of worship for followers of the Ethiopian Orthodox Tewahedo Church. Every year, thousands of pilgrims travel on foot for days, even weeks, to pray here. Especially during Jena, Ethiopian Christmas in January, the town becomes a sea of white garments. Faith here is not just remembered, it is practiced. Everything in Lalibela carries meaning. There is a symbolic River Jordan. There are representations of Golgotha. The layout itself mirrors biblical Jerusalem. The churches are connected by narrow passageways, some dark and silent, symbolizing the journey from sin to salvation. Lalibela is architecture as theology, stone as scripture. In 1978, Lalibela was recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Why? Because nowhere else in the world exists such a complex of rock-hewn churches carved in this scale and preserved for centuries. But preservation is a challenge. Erosion, weather, and modern pressures threaten these sacred monuments. Yet the faith of the people remains strong. Lalibela is more than stone. It is sacrifice. It is devotion. It is identity. In a quiet corner of Ethiopia's highlands, faith was carved into the earth, not for glory, not for fame, but for God. And centuries later, it still stands. If this story inspired you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more historical and spiritual journeys. Until next time, stay curious.